What's up once again, y'all? This your boy C coming at you with another episode of C's Retro Garage. Coming to you today from the man cave in outer space at the very edge, the northern edge of the recaptured zone in the freed state of Florida, bringing you a video game review. If it's not obvious by now, I'm a huge Atari fan. So this video game review is going to be for those of you who have no clue what the hell I'm talking about in all reality. Now, if you're a collector, sure, go ahead and watch if you want. Because I am, so it really doesn't matter how much the game sucks or how good it is. I'm going to buy it no matter what. But for those of you that might just have a small little collection, this one is based on the Atari 5200 and the game that I picked up, Countermeasure. So we're going to do a little history and a little review on Countermeasure. So check it out. Alright, a brief history on Countermeasure. That I'm aware of, there was never an arcade version. I believe this game was made specifically for the Atari 5200 in an attempt for Atari itself to showcase the greater enhanced value of the 5200 with its super awesome controllers. The storyline of the game, or the plot of the game, has to do with terrorists who captured missile silos and they're threatening Washington with a nuclear attack. So you, armed with your super tank, either have to destroy all the silos before, of course, the launch timers reach zero. You either, or I should say, enter the silos and guess correctly the failsafe codes. And of course, doing that with an enemy, trying to take you out. Now, the terrorists use, their pillboxes and cruise missiles, tanks, what have you, to attack. This particular game takes advantage of pretty much all the buttons on the controller, in which one button will pivot, one button will fire. And then, after that point, or I should say after every mission, the speed of of your turrets, of the enemy's turrets increase. But also your range increases. So this should be a pretty interesting game. This kind of gonna remind me of, or remind most of us of combat, or what combat should have been. We'll play it and see how it goes, see what we think. Is it worth buying if you're not a collector? I'll kind of give you my opinion on that, and go from there. Okay, for those of you that are unfamiliar with the Atari 5200, when Atari created the Atari 5200, they had a vision. Of course, this is the cartridge Countermeasure, as I showed you before. But all the cartridges on the back had this hole here with these slots. As you can see, there's a slot here, slot there, and there. The purpose of this was to have these cards, and you would save them here for the controllers. Right here. As you can see, the slots here, and here line up with the cartridge. The whole thought was to maximize the use of this guy by using as many of these buttons as you could with particular games, or with every game. Now, some games these don't really matter. With Countermeasure, since we don't have any other cards, the only three options I found were, I believe it's the Star 0 Pound, which was just 1 player, 2 player, This one was Reset Tank. I believe it was Reset Tank. And this one was Skill Level. And that's pretty much it. This is what the card actually would look like. If you had it. As you can see, there is not a whole lot to it. Okay, so let's play a little Countermeasure. There's your traditional Atari screen. And there is Countermeasure. Let's see, maybe turning off the light on the camera will help a little bit. Just leave the light of the game itself. Okay, so this is kind of, I think, what Atari had in mind when they made Combat. So this is almost like rolling version of Combat. We'll go ahead and get to it. As you can see, the tank moves pretty free. We got these guns blasting at you here. Try to get a little focus. Pause the game. One of the most beautiful features is that you can pause the game on the 5200. You can also reset from the controller as well. There we go. Much better. So the tank rolls. You go around blasting these guys here. I just got killed. Whoopie-doo. No big deal. We'll start over here. Now, of course, if this was Combat, then you'd be ricocheting off different things. Play control, as you would expect on an Atari game, isn't the absolute best. It's not too bad. As you can see, the tank does do a 360. The buttons, the bottom fire buttons, do move the turret, so you can tell. Let me move it this way with the help of the controller. So you hold down the button, you can see the controller goes 360 and moves that turret 360. This is holding the bottom firing button. So in this case, we're going to go straight up. Whether I get killed or not, doesn't matter, I don't care. We're just displaying the game here. Getting through some of these little grassy fields. Here's the time to impact, showing you to enter the failsafe code, which I don't have. So I guess this is the point where you could use the keypad for something, huh? We're just randomly entering crap in, see what happens. And boom, DC is gone. Oh no! Ah! How about that for a you're fucked scenario, huh? So no biggie. You press start again, and you go blow some shit up. I always wondered I guess that's what that clock up there was for, or that bar at the bottom. I guess it would have helped if I had the instruction book to actually read, but I didn't, so who gives a shit? This is, 80s, man. Man, I just got shot in the ass the second time. I really suck at this game. It would require some practice, definitely. It's definitely not as simplistic as Combat is. Combat, of course, is a lot more simplistic. What's the old Atari saying? Easy to learn, difficult to master. So this would definitely take a little bit of practice. Let's blow this guy up here. Blow those pillars up. Looks like they give you a little bit easier board because you blew it the last time. And we go ahead and blow this guy up. And just keep traveling through here. Oh, there's another gun here shooting. I don't know what the hell those black things are. I take it these are probably buildings. But then again, if they were buildings, would you just be rolling right through? Well, I guess fuck it, right? You got a tank, so you know, it does become more difficult when you're going over obstacles or whatever the hell these yellow things are. I guess they're trees or this grass or whatever the hell these shits are. Well, it looks like I'm kind of getting the hang of it, getting a little better with time. There's a penis there that I just blew up. I don't know what the hell those things are, but whatever. It's a fun game overall. Nothing like too crazy or, you know, too whacked out. Combat really is more of a two-player game. I believe you can. This is a two-player game as well. You can play with two players. I see the clock ticking there up above. So, wonder if we could just run through it and see what happens. I guess you gotta blow up all these guys and maybe you get that failsafe. He's gonna blow me to smithereens. I knew it. So it's a little slow to turn the cannon, turn the turret, but it gives you kind of an idea of what the game is like. It's not bad. It's nothing to, you know, freak out about. You know, my assessment on it is, it's okay. It's alright. Atari, you know, had something in mind when they made it. But unless you're a collector, or unless you're getting this game for like a couple of dollars, there's no point in spending more than $2-3 on it. That's just my honest opinion of the game. So, you know, I'd give this game 2 stars at best. Play control is, you know, about as close to a 2600 as you get. Yeah, it's nice that you get the little extra feature to be able to turn the cannon, but why? You know, you might as well just been able to turn the cannon and the tank at the same time. I mean, who really gives a crap? So, you know, as far as C is concerned, if you're a collector, it's a must-have. But if you see this at like a garage sale or a yard sale or a swap meet or whatever, you know, $2-3, that's about all this is worth. So that's it as far as Countermeasure is concerned, folks. Like I said, 2 stars, $2-3, about what it's worth. If you're a collector, it's a must-have. So if you're a collector, it's worth going up to $5 if you absolutely can't find it and have to have it. Other than that, it's not really worth more than a couple dollars. So that's all there is to it. And join me for the next video game review, which is going to be Space Dungeon for the Atari 5200. So, as usual, this is your boy C coming to you from outer space, this time from the man cave in the freed state of Florida, reminding you guys to stay safe, be ye kind one to another. Peace out.